Taylor Swift has dropped this message right after the Chiefs lost to the Eagles, saying, "Travis is human too, and everyone can make mistakes. He works hard for his team every single day, and I'm always proud of him no matter what. One moment cannot define who he is or how much he cares. He's always giving his best, and I hope everyone remembers that even the greatest players can have tough moments. I know he'll come back stronger." Her words spread quickly online, and fans talked about her support for Travis Kelce. The big story was what happened at Arrowhead Stadium, where the Kansas City Chiefs lost another game. And this time it made history for Patrick Mahomes, who had never lost 3 games in a row before. Mahomes did everything he could. He scored a touchdown by passing and won with his legs, showing the effort that everyone expects from him. But it was not enough. The spotlight soon fell on Travis Kelce, the trusted tight end, who made a mistake that would change the whole game. It was early in the fourth quarter, and the Chiefs had put together a strong drive. They moved the ball for 14 plays, covering 74 yards and using more than 8 minutes of the clock. They were down 13-10, and it looked like they were about to take charge. Mahomes snapped the ball at the Eagles' 6-yard line, saw Kelce open over the middle near the goal line, and threw the ball to him. Everyone expected Kelce to make the catch, but instead, he juggled the ball, and it bounced right into the hands of an Eagles defender. The interception was a huge blow for the Chiefs. The Eagles quickly took advantage, scoring a touchdown that made the score 20-10 and moved the game out of reach for Kansas City. After the game, fans and sports analysts started to give their opinions. Social media was full of reactions. Some people defended Kelce, while others were angry about the dropped pass. Skip Bayless, a well-known sports analyst, was one of the loudest voices. He took to Twitter and said, "Tom Brady wouldn't say it on the Fox telecast."
Tom Brady wouldn't say it on the Fox telecast, but I'm going to say it right here, right now. Travis Kelce dropped the game at Arrowhead. The reason the Chiefs lost is because Travis Kelce dropped a touchdown pass at the goal line that I believe would have put the Chiefs in position to win the football game early in the fourth quarter. He's now, I guess, uncriticizable because he has become the biggest TV draw in the National Football League because she has become the biggest TV draw in the National Football League. I don't think she was there today. I don't know. I didn't see her. I don't care, but because he is now Mr. Taylor Swift, I guess he's now beyond any kind of negativity from the broadcast, from the media, but not from me. He dropped the game at the goal line, and worse still, it popped out of his hands into Makuba's.
He said Kelce's best days are behind him. He described, "Mahomes pops one over the middle to the guy that used to be Batman to Mahomes's Batman." They didn't have Batman and Robin, they had 2 Batmen. That's how good Kelce was in his prime, which he has left behind. Kelce used to be the most reliable receiver on the field, getting over 1,000 yards and close to 10 touchdowns each season. But since 2022, he hasn't reached those numbers. Bayless kept pushing the idea that Kelce is not the same player he once was. He said Kelce needed to do more, especially since the Chiefs were missing 2 of their best receivers. You're down 2 really good receivers, which puts even more onus on 87 as your security blanket, as the guy who has to catch the pass that is going to win the game. Super Bowl rematch against a team that had you down 40-6 with under 3 minutes left in the Super Bowl, Bayless continued. Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy was ruled out right before the game, and Rashee Rice was still serving a 6-game suspension. This meant Kelce had to take on a bigger role. But even though he led the team in receiving yards, he only finished with 61 yards and no touchdowns. The Chiefs' offense was struggling, and Mahomes had to throw to players like Marquise Brown, Tyquan Thornton, and Juju Smith-Schuster. None of them were able to make a big difference. The team's receiving group was not strong, and with Kelce unable to make the big play, Mahomes looked frustrated on the field. The mood in Arrowhead Stadium after the game was heavy. Fans who are used to seeing their team win left the stadium feeling disappointed and upset. Many stayed in their seats, hoping for some sign that things would get better. The dropped catch by Kelce was the moment everyone was talking about. It was the play that everyone remembered, a single mistake that changed the entire mood in the stadium. As the days passed, the conversation didn't die down. Sports talk shows, podcasts, and articles kept bringing up the play and asking questions about Kelce's future. Reporters asked head coach Andy Reid about Kelce's mistake, but Reid stood by his player. He said Kelce had given everything to the team and that one play wouldn't change that. Some fans agreed with Reid, saying that Kelce has done so much for the team over the years and deserves support, especially in tough times. Others felt it was time to hold Kelce to a higher standard and expected more from a player of his talent. Taylor Swift's message kept spreading. She reminded everyone that athletes are people too, that they are not perfect, and that it's important to support them when things go wrong. Her words were a comfort to some fans, especially those who felt bad for Kelce after the tough game. Subscribe now if you want more stories like this. The Chiefs' struggles were not just about one play. Injuries, suspensions, and a thin group of receivers put extra pressure on Kelce and Mahomes. The team had won so many games in the past, but now they were facing real challenges. Experts debated whether this was the end of a great era for the Chiefs or just a rough patch in a long season. Some people said the team needed to make big changes if they wanted to win again. Others believed that Mahomes and Kelce would find a way to bounce back, as they had done before. Meanwhile, the NFL world kept watching. Every move by Kelce and Mahomes made headlines, and every game felt more important than the last. The Chiefs had to regroup quickly, with another tough game on the schedule. Kelce and Mahomes both faced the media after the loss. Kelce admitted his mistake, saying he should have made the catch and would work on getting better. Mahomes, as always, showed leadership and stood by his teammate, saying that the loss was not just about one play, but about the whole team. The locker room was quiet after the game. Players packed up their things, some offering words of encouragement to Kelce. Others sat at their lockers thinking about what went wrong. The coaches met late into the night, talking about what changes needed to be made. The next practice was intense. Kelce caught pass after pass, determined not to let his mistake define him. Mahomes threw with extra focus, wanting to get the team back on track. The team watched film, studied their mistakes, and promised to come back stronger. The fans kept talking. Some called radio shows to defend Kelce, reminding everyone of all the great catches and big games he's had. Others said it was time for younger players to step up and help the team. The debate continued on social media, with hashtags about Kelce and the Chiefs trending for days. Taylor Swift's message was shared again and again, with people saying it was a reminder to treat players with kindness. As the next game approached, the Chiefs prepared for another tough opponent. The pressure was on, but the team tried to stay focused. In the locker room, Mahomes gathered his teammates and talked about sticking together, about moving past mistakes and playing as a team. Kelce listened, nodded, and promised to give everything he had. On game day, Arrowhead Stadium was packed again. The fans cheered as the Chiefs ran onto the field, hoping for a better result this time. Mahomes and Kelce connected early in the game, showing flashes of their old magic. The offense moved the ball, the defense made big stops, and the crowd got loud. The team played together, working to put the last loss behind them. Kelce made a tough catch in the end zone, and the stadium erupted. Mahomes pumped his fist and hugged Kelce, a sign that the team was still strong. The Chiefs finished the game with a win, and the mood was completely different from the week before. After the game, Mahomes and Kelce smiled as they talked to reporters. Kelce thanked the fans for their support and said he was grateful for the chance to make up for his mistake. Mahomes said the team was only going to get better. The talk shows and podcasts changed their tone, now praising Kelce for bouncing back. Fans celebrated the win, and Taylor Swift's message became a symbol of support and loyalty. The Chiefs' season was back on track, but everyone knew there would be more challenges ahead. The story of Kelce's dropped pass and his comeback became part of Chiefs history, a reminder that even the best players have ups and downs. The fans, the team, and Taylor Swift all stood together, ready for whatever came next. Subscribe if you want to follow every moment of this incredible NFL journey.